Hey, brother. Nice.
What is going on, man? What's happening?
Hey, man. I like your show. I like the list. I'm just not sold on Megatron. I know you like him, and he's good. Don't just hear me out.
I hear ya.
Couple good years. I mean,
There's more than a couple.
let's
Don't
look at.
say a couple.
Okay, well, let's look at baseball, man. You don't
No,
you
no,
don't
no, no,
put
no. This is not baseball. Stick to
no no
football.
no. It's the same. It's the same analogy. Just hear me out, man. You got what's his face that had the record for a while? 61 home runs,
Okay.
few good years, MVP. He's
Oh,
the
hold
Megatron
on.
of baseball.
Hold on. Roger Maris is not in the same stratosphere as a player as what Calvin Johnson is. Not in the same
You
stratosphere.
got to do it. You got to do it consistently as a wide receiver, man. Then
And he
you put
did.
anybody in, man.
Well, he's in the Hall of Fame.
4 years, man.
He only had
Yeah,
4
and
good
so was
years.
Dan Deerdoff.
Dan Deerdoff was one of the
That's
best
what I'm saying.
offensive linemen when he played.
He had 1,800 yards. That was a great year. But Rice was consistent. Fitz was consistent.
18, or did he have?
Moss
Did he
was
almost break
consistent.
the 2,000 yard mark?
He almost broke the 2,000 yarder.
That was in a different season.
That's what got him in the Hall of Fame.
So that's it. 1 year got him in the Hall of Fame.
4 good years, 1 great year.
And other than that, he wasn't good. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying he was not good.
Okay, then.
He's top 10. He's probably 10. He's 10.
Okay.
But you're putting him way too high. When you got T.O., you got Harrison, you got Moss, you got Fitz doesn't get any love.
Well, hold on.
And Fitz is second all time, I believe.
I put Fitz at 5. You act like I put him at 40. T.O. I had ahead of him.
How you going to put him at
Moss
5
I had
when
ahead
he's
of
the
him.
second in receiving yards? And how you putting Moss ahead of him? Moss played with a lot better quarterbacks.
Who?
He played with
Tom Brady
freaking
for 2
Brady.
years.
He played with
Randall Cunningham for a year. Keep going.
Yep.
Dante Culpepper.
Better than
Who was his quarterbacks in
Dante
Oakland?
Culpepper wasn't bad.
Who was his quarterbacks in Oakland? You don't know. Just say you don't know.
Rich Gannon was an MVP.
Who?
Rich Gannon was an
was
MVP.
not his quarterback in Oakland. Stop it. Stop making up stuff.
He was.
No, he wasn't. So keep going on all these quarterbacks that he played with. No. And Fitz is great. He is. But let me just ask you this.
Then you're not even talking about Shannon Sharp, whose career was.
Well, he was a tight end.
He'd probably been up there.
He was a tight end.
Or I meant the brother.
Well, that's not what you said.
Excuse me. I stand corrected.
And what about him? He didn't play long enough.
He's like you just proved my point. That's like Megatron.
Well, Megatron played longer than him and has better stats than he does. I mean, 12,000 yards in 9 years. I mean, the guy was hurt. I get it. But you act like Megatron wasn't any good.
And put Chris Johnson in the Hall of Fame.
Who's Chris Johnson? The running back?
Yeah.
Why?
He had 2,000 yards.
Okay. What else did he do?
There you go. Again, you're proving my point.
So you're saying that Megatron only had 1 good year and he didn't do anything else. Is that what you're saying?
9 years, 12.
That's not what I asked you. I asked you, is that what you're saying? I mean, if that's what you're saying. Oh, now he's on Google.
Oh, we agree. No, I'm not on Google. We agree to disagree, man. Okay.
Okay. Well, then I'm fine disagreeing. I'm just saying.
It's all good.
If he's not any good, just say you don't think he's any good.
No, he's good.
Or if you think he only had 1 good year, just say he only had 1 good year.
You're twisting words, bud.
Well, I'm asking you. I literally asking you.
Where did you put him? Let me ask
5,
you that.
I put him at 4.
You put him at 4. So who'd you put him? You put him over like guys like Moss, Harrison?
No, I didn't. I put him over Harrison. and Fitz.
There's no way he's over Fitz. There's no way.
Well, there is a way, and
Fitz is second all time, and Fitz was consistent.
Johnson
And
wasn't.
Oh my God, Fitz almost took a haphazard Phoenix team, and they should have won the Super Bowl. The Steelers stole that one.
How'd they steal it?
Oh, come on, the referees on that game, that was a joke.
Oh, so you're an Arizona fan?
No, I'm not. I'm a Niners fan.
Okay,
but
because the referees were a joke.
Team was horrible. That team was horrible. He carried them through the playoffs. I mean, Kurt Warner had a
that Arizona Cardinals team was horrible.
They were bad. They shouldn't have beat Green Bay.
But they did beat them.
Yeah, because of him. He had a freaking phenomenal playoff run.
So he was on the team, right?
Best all times.
He was on the team, right?
Kurt had to throw to him.
That's not what I asked you. He was on the team, right?
He was on the team.
So then they weren't horrible. Because he's not horrible.
Them, but he carried them.
Okay, that happens.
He had one of the best playoff runs ever. And
he absolutely did.
What did Megatron win? Nothing.
Well, that wasn't. I mean, what good team was he on?
He had Scott Mitchell.
That's not what I asked you. First of all, it was Matthew Stafford. So, what good team was he on?
He wasn't on a good
There
team.
You go. You don't win when you're not on a good team in football.
But he didn't carry a bad
team.
You
don't win when you're not on a good team on a football team. You don't win. Period. End of story. We appreciate you coming up.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, my God. I mean, he blamed the refs. What are we doing, people? He blamed the refs. He said they weren't any good. A team that was in the Super Bowl was a play away from winning the Super Bowl. They're not any good. What? Okay. I apologize. But we love everybody. We love everybody. Let's bring somebody else up. Let's bring some other people up.
What's up, Big B?
What is going on, my man? What is happening?
No, hey, it's the first time I actually came in here. I love your show.
I appreciate it.
And yeah, I love that the fact you bust my chops to Steve Largent. It's okay.
Steve Largent is that guy. You got to stop.
Okay, all right, but you know what? It's okay. But you know what? I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
I love, hey, go Steelers, baby.
Yes, sir.
You know what? But my only thing was my point was I felt like players like Lynn Swan, Stallworth, because hey, I'm 50 years old, but I look 35. But guess what? I've been around football a long time. I only base it on the players I've watched, and yeah, I agree. Fitzgerald was a beast. I mean, oh my God, he's a beast. Calvin Johnson, amazing. Never had a quarterback.
Nope.
It's just so hard to judge, sometimes. But there's so many great receivers in the history of which I've seen, and I do put Antonio Brown and he's in my top 5 because I've never seen receivers do what he's done, and that's just my opinion.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson's in the top 5. Now, he did have a quarterback. I mean, Stafford was good. They just didn't have a good team. Their team just wasn't any good.
True. I forget about that. Correct. Yes.
And the organization was horrible, but yeah. So you can't say Stafford wasn't any good because he's good. Their team was just bad. Matt, what's going on, man?
Not too much. How you doing, man?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
So I appreciate you coming up and joining the show, man. What do you got? What do you got for us?
All right. So what is your opinion on Johnny?
On who?
I can never fucking pronounce his name. I'm sorry. Joker.
Oh, on Jokic.
Yeah.
I think Jokic is the best player in the league.
Oh, by far.
I think he's the best player in the league. I was okay with giving Embiid the MVP last year because I think Embiid deserved it. Even though Jokic had a great year, I thought Embiid's was better. But that doesn't mean that his lead. Somebody washing their hands. There we go. That doesn't mean that he wasn't one of the best players. It doesn't mean that. But I think Jokic is the best player in the NBA.
Oh, by far.
But yeah, if that's what you're asking me, I think he's the best player in the NBA.
Okay. Yeah. I thought with the question that you asked up there, it was contradicting that. And I was like,
Oh,
I don't know.
no. He's the best player in the NBA. Now, do I think there are other great players? Absolutely, there are other great
Oh,
players.
yeah.
But as far as what Jokic does, that doesn't. Now, here's the thing: because you're the best player in the NBA, that doesn't mean you should get the MVP every year. Because if that's the case, how come Michael Jordan doesn't have 12 MVPs? Or why doesn't LeBron have 8 MVPs? Or why does Kobe only have 1?
Now, but my question is how do you not give him the MVP when he leads the team to, a title?
What do you mean?
Was that? It wasn't last year. It was the year before. Sorry. Um,
Well, here's the
so
thing. Title, you gotta remember the NBA, the voting supposedly ends at the end of the regular season.
okay.
So
See,
that again, supposedly ends at the regular season. So if it ends at the end of the regular season, then that would be where the difference comes in. Is that it's a
yeah,
regular season award. So whether you lead your team to the title, that part doesn't matter because again, they got a different award that they give out for MVP of the finals.
that's true. All right. So here's another question for you. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have your top 5 wide receivers. Who are your top 5 cornerbacks?
We'll get to that a different day. We'll get to that a different day. And you're talking about cornerbacks all time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that I can tell you right now, Dion is first, and the gap between 1 and 2 is a lot further than it is between 2 and 5. I'll say that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the next person that will come to my list will be Rod Woodson. And a lot of people that are younger think, oh, Rod Woodson was a safety. No, Rod Woodson
No.
was a dynamite corner before he moved to safety when he got older.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that would be my thing. I mean, we'll cover it on a different day, but I love that conversation because it's Dion and everybody else. But let's not kid ourselves. Rod Woodson was spectacular as a corner. Spectacular.
oh, there's no question he was. Nah, we won't get into that because
No, go ahead.
That conversation could go on forever.
Yeah. We'll cover that a different day, my man. I promise you we'll cover it a different day.
Definitely. So who are your top 5 for wide receivers then?
It is Rice, T.O., Randy Moss, Megatron, and Fitzgerald.
Sorry. Yeah, that's hard to argue with, honestly.
People are mad that I got Fitz so low that I have Megatron ahead of him, but I just go by what I see.
Megatron was a different beast, man.
He was hurt. He got hurt a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't play. I mean, he didn't play as long as Fitz. Fitz was durable and played longer, but I like Megatron better. Somebody saying Fitz is not top 5, they're out of their mind. Come on.
Oh, 100%.
Come on. Fitz is absolutely top 5.